Greetings everyone, Nationbird here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I wish this game booted up to a blank screen in the first instance, because immediately we can see what we're playing. Obviously we can see what we're playing because you would have seen the thumbnail and the video description, but that's beside the point. I don't know. I've always sort of viewed it as a thing to be like, hey, here's a nice surprise, this is what we're playing, even though even before you start the video, you know exactly what you should be getting. But this is the Super Nintendo version of Doom, and this was actually a game I played this game a little bit. Uh, I was actually scared of it. I couldn't get past the second stage of the game, which I can't remember what that one is called for the Knee Deep in the Dead, but that's all right. Doesn't particularly matter. Uh, I could do the first stage. I was quite comfortable with that, and then I'd get to the second stage, and because it's a much larger stage. There's more opportunities for enemies to actually get behind you and sort of flank you. It just terrified me. But we are going to be playing Doom on Super Nintendo, and this is a interesting game. It is the music to this game is actually pretty solid. So that is something I will say. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to stick on ultra violence, knee deep in the dead. Not doing Nightmare this time. Nightmare on the Super Nintendo version isn't as bad, but it's still challenging. So this is a rather crunchy looking version of Doom. Let's see if I can... There we go, got a good view, guys. It's great. And in fact, actually, what I kind of like about this version is sort of elements from the PC version are still in here. So like these columns here are here in this version. If you were to play a lot of the other ports, they're not. So you know, it's just little things. And as I said, the music's good. It's a solid music for this game. Things that you'll notice, other than it being like crunchy looking as hell, is, well, there's a couple of things we'll get to. The shotgun is amazing in this game, like, and I mean that's just typical Doom fare. But the Super Nintendo shotgun, oh, it's even better. I can't even get how good this is. It effectively works as like a long range rifle as opposed to a shotgun. Other things, enemies don't have like they only have forward-facing sprites, which is interesting. Oh, there's a shotgun dude still there. They only have forward-facing sprites. So, and this will be more obvious when we start seeing like the demons and stuff. Nice. That's a pretty decent shot on my half. There's these guys here. I am surprised he didn't get jibbed from that, being so close to the explosion. Actually, can we jib enemies in this version? Oh, that'd be interesting. Once I get a rocket launcher, I'll have to find out. So we're just going to grab a couple of the secrets. I'm not going to UV max this. That is not what I'm looking to do. But we will do our best to get as many useful secrets as possible. And yeah, as you can see, the nukage texture is just a flat green. Thank God there's no like grass textures in this. Is there? Isn't there? There's a ground texture for a couple of maps. Oh. The irony is, I totally forgot there was an enemy there. Anyway, onwards and upwards. We are there. There are a couple of levels that I'm missing from this version of Doom. Some of them are nice emissions, other ones are, why did you include that level? And we'll get more into that when we reach those levels. Jesus. Yeah, as a kid, you can see why. Oh, jeez. There he is. Hopefully you can understand why this would have scared me as a kid. You know, this is the first time I've ever played a game remotely like this. Oh my word, I am just getting shipped away at by the zombie men in this game are aggressive, aren't they? The stupid thing is, I've beaten this on Nightmare recently. I say recently. When did I do that? About a year ago, I must have. About a year ago, I was playing through all the Doom ports. And this still ranks up as one of my favourite Doom ports, incidentally. Right, we're just going to pop out into this secret where there's a buttload of shotgun dudes. At least we can get the super... yeah, supercharge. Megasphere is in Doom 2. Right, then we get ourselves a chain gun. So grab that. There we go. The only thing that I'd say doesn't work too well for this version, I can't see like my full ammo count, if you will. So I don't know how many shells I have until I switch to my shotgun. I won't know how many rockets I have or cells or anything like that. It's a minor thing. It's a minor inconvenience. But weirdly, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I actually quite like this version of Doom. I think if you can kind of get past, like, if you can get used to how it looks and plays, I'm actually quite impressed by this version. And it doesn't use the Atari Jaguar levels. Basically, the Atari Jaguar port was sort of those level sets were sort of done again and again for basically every other port of Doom. We're talking the 32X version to a certain extent. The 32X version actually doesn't, because that only has 16 levels. That's a good question. Can they infight? They must be able to infight in this version. That must be... I don't know if they can infight. Oh, that's going to cause problems at some point. There we go. My strafing seems to be really slow. No, maybe not. Anyway, so yeah. The Atari version, you know, those levels were used in lots of different versions of Doom. Even at the PlayStation 1 version, which I would have thought would have been able to run Doom absolutely fine, you know, in all its sort of doomy glory. But apparently even that version, you know, that had some other issues attached to it in terms of what levels could be done, what couldn't be done. Not levels so much, it's more enemy compositions. I can't even remember. Are there any arch files in Doom on PlayStation 1? I don't remember. So this is where we're more going to see how the enemies move in this game. I can't mention that they only have like the front facing sprites, and we're going to see this very much so with the demons, who will sort of run and backpedal a little bit, and it all looks a bit weird. I do need to sort out my shell situation though. I would have thought I would have picked up more shells, particularly in the outdoor area, and that's where I should have picked them all up. It's my own fault. I think we'll have to use the chain gun for a bit. Not that a chain gun's a bad weapon. So something you can kind of do weirdly. There's an element where you can kind of like outrange your enemies, like that. It won't become active in this version. Right. It's just so I can kind of like snipe them out a little bit, particularly with the fact that the way the shotgun works in this. It's brilliant for sniping. Now, whilst we still have 40 armor left of our mega armor, I'm not going to pick up a new armor. Because I'm still getting the benefit of having had picked up mega armor. And that's good. It's good that I can stun lock pinkies. Oh, hey buddy. Stun lock him with my chain gun. It's not a bad idea. Right. So what I need to do is give it a couple of seconds because there's two secrets here that are really important. There's that secret there, and then there's the other one which I'm planning to get over here. Let's deal with the. Oh yeah, there you are. This should be, yeah, I was about to say this. No, 3 of them. I thought there was 2 of them down here. Doesn't matter. Grab that megasphere. Right. Then we run over to here. Blummeneck. So at this point, I might as well switch out my armor, I think, because at this point, in terms of like armor efficiency, it's probably better to go with that one. So we get a rocket launcher here. Really useful secret, but not as useful as what we're going to go do. Oh my word, that was not English. Or chain gun. There's a zombie man up here. No, wait, no, we dealt with him. Because he came down the elevator because he heard me blasting away. Yeah, open the secret. Right, step forward a little bit. Open up that monster closet. I love the Dead Monster Closet. It kind of summarizes a lot of Doom's mechanics really well. It's like, what were these enemies doing, kind of just waiting for you? In particular, like a little cubby like this, what purpose does this area have? That's why I always think, if I was ever to make my own sort of Doom map, or Doom maps, I'd probably try to avoid using monster closets, but I don't really know how I'd do it. Usually, oh, he's dead here. Usually, when you go up, usually when you come to here, and you can't come up this lift, that imp is facing away from you. But again, because of the limitations of the Super Nintendo version, he is not. But we are going to head over to the secret map. Military base. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's see if how good the rocket launcher is. Oh, that. Excuse me, rockets. Okay, so the rocket launcher is kind of a bit naff. Mostly because, like, Doom's auto aim is a bit funky. And again, this is like an interesting thing. I'm pretty sure in the Atari version, that box is not filled with imps. I'm pretty sure it's filled with. Is it not filled with imps? Is it filled with soldiers? Either way, rocket, like, usually what you would do is you fire a rocket in there and just like you'd hit an explosive barrel in there and like everything in there just dies. Yeah, this map is annoying because you will alert enemies who are in like these little areas here. And again, because it's a lot harder to kind of not aggro things. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes you can be quite close to them and they won't do anything. Other times, they just have to see like the tiniest little bit of you, and they're already moving towards you. I won't profess to know everything about this game. Oh, that was a demon. Oh, I was about to say, I was hoping it was a blocking line, but it wasn't. Took damage I wasn't expecting to take there. Grab those. What's that gap? I'm hoping to have this part done in about 30 minutes, he says. I'm trying to remember. I always get a bit lost in this stage. As much as I've played Doom, in particular like Doom 1, this level I always find myself a bit like, am I going the right way? Doesn't matter. It's just, it's definitely over here because there's a key. There's the yellow key. It's funny when, because obviously when they're running on the spot like that. Got ya. So red key. Now there is another rocket launcher down here. This is useful to get, even though. Oh, okay. Usually enemies warp in. So I wonder if that's maybe a limitation thing? Oh, bloody hell. Why weren't you dying? Oh, there's even more of you guys. There's much more of you guys than I was anticipating. Right. But that was absolutely pointless. I think in the PlayStation version, it's like another secret now with a Berserk. I can't remember. It can be hard to just kind of keep track of all the different versions and the version changes in your head. I'll say it again, you know, the music to this version is surprisingly competent. It's nowhere near, it's not on par with the 3DO version. The 3DO's music is stellar because they've done a whole new soundtrack. Well, I say a new soundtrack, they've done basically a remastered soundtrack and it sounds amazing. You know, God bless Rebecca Heinemann for the work she put into that game. Hang on. I know me saying that and someone's going to call me out on that, and oh well. I don't profess to be particularly knowledgeable in such subjects. Right, we are going to switch back to the chain gun because there's going to be a bunch of demons up here. I'm not going to use the rocket launcher on these guys because they move they're going to move way too fast. I don't know, is this a blocking line? Can they not get to me? That'd be nice if it is, but I don't want to test that theory. Using like nearly 200 bullets to deal with them. It's easily one of the longer levels of this version. Oh no, I say of this version, just one of this game, isn't it? Like, particularly... I really shouldn't have done that. That felt bad. Just because the rocket launcher has its use. It's a really good weapon, but I don't like using it. I always find myself a bit nervous when using it, particularly in... Just in general. I just know I'm going to blow myself up with it. Now, unfortunately, I can't SR50, can I? No, I cannot. Well, I wouldn't be able to SR50. I'd only be able to SR45. Now, usually, I'm so used to there being like a whole load of imps, because they're what usually causes me the biggest issue at the end of that stage. Doesn't matter. Right. Which stage should we go on to from here? Oh, this is a fun. Here we go. Let's just come into here. Grab ourselves some shells, backpack. Because we don't have all the levels of Doom here. Of Knee Deep in Dead. There's a couple of like weird ones that I'm missing. And each chapter has like, each episode, should I say, not chapter, each episode has like a missing level here or there, and some of them I appreciate, you know, not having to do Unholy Cathedral. Unholy Cathedral is like one of my least favourite Doom 1 levels, but we do have to do Slough of Despair. I think Command Center? No, Containment Area is missing. Which Containment Area is an alright level. It's big. It's mazy. It's horrible to beat. Well, it's easy to beat, but there's so much like stuff in it. You kind of want to get all of it because you want to make most of it. Because it's all, you know, having the additional ammo is useful, particularly when you go into Shores of Hell and, you know, you're starting to fight cacodemons. More, you know, just when you start fighting cacodemons. And obviously, before the advent of the super shotgun, they could be really annoying without without the rocket launcher or like a decent amount of ammo. Yeah, the rocket launcher just doesn't do it for me in this one. It feels a bit sad. Right, grab the blue key. There's another secret that I'm gonna want to get. And it's not this way. No, I might as well go this way now. No. Yeah, funny, I saw that fireball heading. It's just weird, the projectiles move quite fast in this version. And if I was playing Nightmare, I would almost expect them to be moving like fast, but perhaps it's just me. Let's just grab ourselves. This is a decent level because we can like fully. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's like the PC version. Damn it, we can't reactivate that because that switch is a single-use switch. So we're just gonna have to. I was really hoping to get that supercharge. Because if I got that supercharge, I would have been at basically max health and armor, which would have been fantastic. But we'll live without. Oh, god damn it! Switch really the chain gun here because small corridors, lots of enemies. Don't want you sneaking up on me. think we just go this way, don't we? Oh, blooming heck. Oh, this. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that barrel wrecked me. Absolutely just not a good time. Oh, thank God there's a big old health pack there when I pick it up. God, that was bad, wasn't it? Oh, it's peaceful superior firepower. Excellent. Okay, I forget. Well. Is there going to be 2 more stages? Well, 3 more stages? I think after this we've got Computer Station and then Phobos Anomaly. This level's always a pain. Just because it's... I was talking about military base being a long level. This is probably... This is the longest level, isn't it? No, Computer Station is. What am I saying? Levels only get longer as you go through. I feel like myself getting hung up on things that I shouldn't. Oh. Yeah, a bit of wonky geometry here and there, that's to be expected. Switch back to my shotgun. Well, that was annoying. Usually a point-blank blast of a shotgun like that would have dropped at him. I mean, there's a very small chance that it wouldn't. I say small chance. Imps have like 30 HP, shotgun maximum. It's like an average damage output of like 20 something. Actually, no, more than that, because I can't remember. I'm trying to remember all the Casino videos I've watched on. Hang on. Like his Doom analysis stuff. It's good stuff. Oh my word. This area is usually a bit of a hellhole. Because there's usually a lot of like dudes just hanging around. Those are the ones in that window. Just watching to see if the slight blur. Oof. You've got yourself caught up on the edge of that, that's fine. This is the kind of game where you could really do have a quick turn button. Let me just try something. Will this work? Probably not. Sometimes you can sort of hit enemies through the wall. Okay, there's only two of you guys. Usually there's more. That actually makes this a lot easier. Usually there's like a couple of imps and other things in there, and it's when that door opens, it is not a fun time. You know, 2 imps, 2 demons, easy. Because this... Look how many there are! I see loads of them. Right, move forward, let the... No? Yeah, it's when you drop those and you have to run back. They just do some serious damage to you, don't they? Right. Radiation suit. Let's go chainsaw, which we are not going to use. Never use the chainsaw. I say that. I typically don't tend to use it. That's just my personal, like, Doom philosophy. Just don't use the chainsaw. Right, we are... I will come back to here. Because I'm going to want that temple invisibility. Because I would probably argue in this version it probably is a bit better than what it is in the PC version. It's not bad, it's just... See, a lot of Doom is about how you move around certain enemies. Like, enemy projectiles are predictable. But when you have the invisibility sphere, suddenly enemy projectiles are not predictable, and it just creates... It conflicts with muscle memory. For a newbie, for a new player, brilliant. But for someone who knows, like, how to evade, like, Cyber Demon rockets, and someone who's used to evading Cyber Demon rockets, you know, for them to then suddenly have a random offset, which means chances are I'm going to walk straight into their rocket. So we're just going to come back down this way. So I'm going to use the temple invisibility just to... Oh. That's interesting. We'll grab that. We come here. This area usually sucks on the PC. Just because again it's dark, you can't really see, you're sort of flailing a little bit. Usually there's more hit scan. Gotcha. There we go. Yeah, so then we got computer station before we go to Phobos anomaly. So yeah, you know, I'm sitting here thinking usually I would go for 30 minutes a piece, and the last couple I've gone way over that. I do feel bad about that. Right. Let's see if I can remember my way around this map. This is another map that I tend to get quite lost in. But I've done this stage so many times, I've had to do like kind of speed runs on it, so I kind of know it reasonably well, he says. Yeah, it looks like you don't jib enemies. That's unfortunate. Right, I've seen it. Yep. I was like, I know I alerted some imps at some point. They must be coming up behind me soon. They were literally right there. I'm not even going to bother trying to snipe him out. There's a dude by the window who I would usually snipe out, but the Marines in this version seem to be so much better at the whole sniping you in return thing. enemies somewhere, and I don't know where they are, and that was really... Oh! Gotta be careful. Jesus. Okay. Usually there's imps down there, so I'm a bit concerned. When I come back in here, there'll be this room open. No, you. Brilliant. So, thankfully, when you die in this version, you don't go back to a pistol start, but I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen. I was really hoping to make my way through this without dying once. That was embarrassing. I am actually embarrassed with myself right now. Doesn't matter. We'll get back there. Maybe this time I'll be better at clearing out the enemies along the way. This is the kind of level that does actually require you to be a bit more sort of... not be as... frugal is the wrong word. Imps, you are... The enemies move like at really weird speeds, and they move at such weird speeds that will like hyper accelerate every now and again, which can really throw you off. That's not good. I've taken way more damage than I had previously, but oh well. We'll just have to live with it. Just stun lock you. I am surprisingly on chain gun ammo. That's not good. Right. So what I'll do is stick the old reliable. And this time I'm not going to try and be clever and fire a rocket into an area where enemies usually congregate and accidentally blow myself up. It's impressive splash range on those rockets, I must admit. Oh. Over here, there'll be another room that will open up once I grab this key. We just had the door go. Let's get me this one here. I'm so glad this game gives you dedicated strafing buttons. I always say this about Doom ports. It's, if you've got dedicated strafing buttons, usually you're gonna be absolutely fine. If you can't strafe without it being like an absolute pain to pull off, you're in for a bad time. This is mostly looking at like the this 32X version. What else is dedicated strafe? Do you have dedicated strafe? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Right. So I don't have to worry too much about being sort of low on resources, because the last stage will give us a whole load. Chain gun was absolutely made for this section of this level. Oh, come on. And now we just head over to the Phobos anomaly. Oh, that's not good. Oh, thank God. I forgot there's a little ledge that you stand on. I think we're way too many shotgun shells to put you down. And this is cool music. Alright. So before I grab the secrets, we are just gonna deal with you, deal with you. So there is a... I mean... I'm going to be using my rocket launcher for the Barons, so... Oh, wait, no, it's not there, it's there. Excellent supercharge. Now I'm worried because there's going to be demons in this arena too, which I am going to need to deal with. Let's deal with the demons first. Oh. Because I can't remember where the line is, but there's a line that once I cross it... There it is. Oh, bloomin' heck. Nice. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah. Right. Baron time. What are we doing all the way over there? And sometimes my strafe doesn't strafe that fast. Weird. Right. Are you not coming out of your closet, buddy? Oh, what? Why did it only take 2 rockets to kill him? Now, there is a weird thing that can happen. But anyway, let's just finish that. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, right? Aren't you? Aren't you? That was right. Where's your fat reward and ticket home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost Deimos base. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is through. Continue the Doom experience and play The Shores of Hell and its sequel, Inferno, which sounds a bit weird, but what we need to remember is Doom was released as an episodic game. So obviously we've come over to Shores of Hell. We're not going to worry about doing Shores of Hell, but we are going to leave things there for the time being. Oh, I hope you've enjoyed this. I mean, playing SNES Doom is always an interesting one for me because I do actually really like it in a weird way. It's not my favourite way to play Doom, but it certainly is up there as like a decent way to experience it, weirdly enough in my opinion. Just because some of the levels are done right. And we also get the Cyber Demon and Spider Mastermind fight, which we don't get in the Atari version. We'll talk more about that when we do Shots of Hell. But anyway, with that all said and done, I hope you've enjoyed this. After we link to my socials in the description below, there'll be other videos there that you can watch. There'll be other Doom videos there, so you can see what Doom's supposed to look like. And I look forward to seeing you when I next do.